Are you a grinder of Call of Duty? Or do you get burned out? Do you get burned out easily by grinding the game after 3 to 4 hours of playing? One of the biggest grinds we have right now in Call of Duty is the Obsidian camo and the calling cards in Modern Warfare. The weapon mastery challenges and Obsidian are probably the biggest grinds you can do right now as a grinder for Call of Duty. There's a lot of grinders out there. There's a whole community of Call of Duty grinders that specifically grind out all the challenges, all the missions, all the camos, etc. How easy is it though to get into a grinder's mindset? How easy is it to stay at your desk for 6 to 8 hours just grinding out a game to finish challenges? In high school, I used to grind out Call of Duty all the time. I would spend nights on nights just grinding out the games, finishing challenges. I would spend hours and hours just grinding out Call of Duty because that's what I love to do. And going into that grinder's mind state of focusing on different challenges and different missions you want to complete is both satisfying and kind of exhausting at the same time. Fortunately, as I've grown older and I've grown to gain more responsibilities as going into my late teens and early adult life, I'm not really able to really get back into that grinder's mind state of gaming. I want to, in fact, I'm going to strive to do so as I grow this channel. However, as I've grown older and really focused on other things just besides gaming, my mind has gone to other things. So for example, one of my biggest hobbies right now is reviewing music. I gained this hobby right after I finished high school, and I've been growing a Instagram account purely based around reviewing music, and I've been grinding that out for the past year. So as I progressed that, my mind state shifted to that, also focusing on my chores, my college work, my family, my friends, my other hobbies such as my model train hobby and rail fanning, plus gaming still being one of my bigger hobbies and passions to this date. So when you take all this into account, the different thoughts and the different ideas and the different mindsets you have to be in for all these different types of hobbies and passions, you will kind of lose the different types of mindsets you had for those certain passions. So for instance, I kind of lost or kind of just strayed away from my grinder gamer mindset after high school when I started doing more things with my life. This isn't to say though that the grinder mindset isn't hard to get back into. I believe it is really easy to get back into a grinder's mindset. And a grinder's mindset doesn't have to be solely on gaming and gamers. A grinder's mindset can be something similar to entrepreneurship. With entrepreneurship, you're working late hours, you're working 16 hours a day, you're working non-stop, you're innovating, you're changing, you're failing, you're succeeding, you're doing all these types of things to build up your business, and that takes a certain mindset such as a grinder's mindset to fully succeed in entrepreneurship, whether that be a restaurant, an online business, whatever business you can think of that an entrepreneur has to work hard for. Gary Vee is a perfect example of this. That man grinded for over 20 years to build what he is today. He grinded out so many aspects of his entrepreneurial career, such as Wine Library and VaynerMedia, to get to the certain point of success where he's at right now. And to restate, that takes a grinder's mindset. You have to get into a mindset to realize that you are going to be working these hard and tough hours. You're going to have to make sacrifices. You're going to have to make change. Get into a mindset to know that you are going to fail and you're going to succeed. People of servitude could also be considered grinders, such as your police officers and your firefighters. Police investigators, they work long and tough hours to investigate possible criminals who could be threats to our society. Firefighters, they work through heat and humidity to fight and suppress fires that could burn down towns and houses and buildings. Not to mention, both of these professions require numerous hours of strenuous work and training to get to the point where you can actually get a job with the fire department or to become a police officer. College students could be considered grinders. They work long hours to complete their essays, their tests, their assignments, to eventually get that degree to go forward with a certain career such as nursing or architecture, requiring a grinder's mindset. You can see my point here. Lots of different professions and lots of different activities and hobbies and passions take majority of the time a grinder's mindset. Even if it's something simple as cleaning your house. You want to get your house clean for a certain activity that's going to be happening at your home. You're going to have to clean your house, which means you're going to have to dust every piece of furniture you have. You're going to have to sanitize everything that is used for, say, eating and drinking, and that takes time. For most people, cleaning their house would take majority of the day, which one person could easily grind out. So grinding really doesn't take that much of a turn for the average person. The average person, if wanting to and having the will to do something that would take time and take energy, it wouldn't take that much of a shift for that person to get into that mindset to complete the activity, knowing that this completion would take time, effort, and maybe even sacrifice. But how long have grinders been around on Earth? Did we just come up with this name through society and the way we speak? Or has the term grinder, or have grinders been called this exact name since knights were in shining armor? And on the same notion, if you really look at it, you could possibly consider your knights and your princes and your kings and your soldiers at that time to be grinders. They worked endless hours during the day to just survive, to eat, to drink water, to have shelter, to build kingdoms, to build towns, to build houses, to feed livestock. They were constantly working to make a life of themselves at that time. Especially for a king. A king had to work up the ranks to eventually get that whole castle and to run a kingdom by his own self. A king went through stages of being a slave, then becoming a nobleman, maybe a preacher, then going to become a prince, and then a knight, and then finally becoming a king, the ruler of the kingdom, which took time, energy, patience, commitment, and sacrifice, all aspects of a grinder. With all this said, have we lost our grinders, our hardworking people, through time? As certain avenues of revenue become easier to make, and as we make our lives at home very easy and simple, have we lost the people that work hard and tough hours to make a business or to create a certain lifestyle of wealth? I mean, if you search up the word grinder, you get a few video results on YouTube, either a meat grinder, a fish grinder, or a weed grinder. So the term that grinder is used for in the context of someone who works hard isn't even really prevalent when you search up the word on YouTube. So have we as society forgotten what it means to work hard and to be a grinder, only for someone such as Gary Vee to bring it back into the limelight? I think I've gotten totally off the rails here, but I think my original statement in question still stands. Are you a grinder? And if so, what do you like to work hard on? Video games, I believe, are the easiest hobby to really master and to work hard on. Other hobbies such as, knitting or woodwork take more time and more effort. Then again, you could also argue video games take more mental effort and time to master as well. All this also depends on your work ethic and what type of person you are. This is also all dependent on what your work schedule is and how your life works on a daily basis, how much you see your family, how much you hang out with friends, what you do on a 9-to-5 and weekly schedule. Being a grinder also depends on how much you love the activity you like to work hard on. A person who works a 9-to-5 office job would get totally bored out of their mind grinding out office work on Excel spreadsheets and PowerPoints. However, if this person shifted their work ethic into something they enjoy, such as video games, streaming, creating films, they would enjoy the grind aspect more than, say, working a 9-to-5 at a retail store or in a corporate business. So yeah, when it comes to being a grinder, there's a lot of aspects and details you have to take into consideration to consider whether or not you are a hardworking grinder or not. Especially when it comes to Call of Duty. With Call of Duty, you're going to have your hardcore players and casual players. Your hardcore players are going to be the ones that are playing Call of Duty 16 hours a day, grinding out the game, while your casuals are just going to be playing for an hour or two just to grind out some camos. My original question, for me, I would consider myself a Call of Duty grinder. However, I am not as much as a grinder as I used to be, and I want to get back into a grinder's mindset. So yeah, that's going to be it for this commentary. I just wanted to get this discussion out there because I thought this was another interesting topic to discuss on my channel. If you have any more thoughts, opinions, comments, please put them down in the comment section down below. I would love to know what your opinion is on being a grinder, and if you have that grinder's mindset. If you haven't already, please hit that bell notification, hit that red subscribe button. That will help me out a lot in creating these videos and getting more content out to you guys. Also, give this video a like, a comment, and a share. That would be amazing as well. With all this said, enjoy the rest of the video. I just realized while recording this commentary that this game was really laggy. I don't remember exactly how laggy this game was, but I do remember that I was playing this game and I felt slow and I felt really jittery, and it was just not a great game experience, but it was still some good highlights in this, so I decided to use it in this commentary. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.